Hello everyone, and welcome back at today's analysis. As now for today's episode, I will analyze none other than General Zod, the main antagonist of the 2013 DCU film Man of Steel. One of the most memorable DCU villains created, Zod is the ultimate antithesis of Superman and a dark reflection of what he could have become. And in this episode, I will analyze only all the information given about him throughout the movie to understand Zod and why he is this way to begin with. And now, without further ado, let's begin. Zod was born and raised on the planet Krypton and genetically modified to be a warrior, as he eventually became some sort of a high general on Krypton and got befriended a scientist, Jor-El. But eventually, some problems soon arrived for Krypton, as given the fact that the Kryptonians mined the planet's core for centuries, the Krypton itself is now about to collapse, and Zod defected from the civilization and created his own organization called the Sword of Ra, and managed to overthrow the Council and tried to take military control over Krypton, resulting in him being exiled his followers to the Phantom Zone. But by the time they managed to escape, Krypton has officially been destroyed by 1983, and thus they both wander the space for decades to come, searching for a new place that they could turn into a new Krypton. And eventually by 2013, at 30 years after the destruction of Krypton, Zod has now a new opportunity to recreate Krypton on Earth when they detected a Kryptonian ship that crash landed on that planet many years ago. And thus they discovered that Jor-El's son, Kal-El, aka Clark Kent, aka Superman, is officially the protector of that planet. And Zod wanted to find the Codex, believing originally to be on the ship, in order to recreate Krypton by terraforming the Earth and destroying humanity in the process. And after they discovered that the Codex is in Kal-El's DNA, they desired to kill him in order to gain it. And now, before I go any further, we also stop and ask ourselves, is Zod evil? And I do understand that the question seems complex and even stupid, given all his crimes, but Zod legitimately and genuinely cares about Krypton and wants to restore it back to its image. And given the fact that Zod believes himself to be a Kryptonian by heart, and by body, and thus wants what's best for his race, even at the expense of humanity. Not to mention that he and the others were genuinely saddened by Krypton's destruction, and even he comforted one of his own people in the process. However, he had no problem to betray his best friend in order to achieve his selfish goals, as he wants Krypton into his image, not how it should be, and he has no problem to kill Superman despite being the son of his dead best friend, proving that he is nothing more but a nearly pure evil psychopath who cares very little about others, but only about his vision of a better Krypton. And thus the answer to the question is ultimately yes, Zod is evil and is pretty close on being pure evil. And finally, his plans for a new Krypton were all but ruined, as Superman and the human military managed to destroy his ship and prevent the creation of a new Krypton, and thus saving the world in the process. And Zod, completely broken by his own failure, tried to torment Superman and kill all of humanity himself, only for it to end up into a failure, and bringing about his death once and for all. But even after that, it might not be entirely the end for Zod, as seen 3 years later by 2016, his body was used by Lex Luthor in order to create Doomsday that was able to finally kill Superman, before he was resurrected by the Justice League in 2019 to save the Earth from Darkseid, thus proving that even after that, Zod was still useful for something. So in the end, who was General Zod? He was nothing more but a diabolical maniac who only wanted power in order to save the ones he cares about, a monster that installed a disillusion to his own sense of self-grandeur, that he will proceed to betray and murder anybody, even his allies, in order to get what he wants. A monster that is capable to commit genocide, to restore a home that was destroyed long ago, and a monster that could easily be called as one of the most memorable cinematic villains ever made. Thanks for watching everyone, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and have a nice day.
If Krypton lives again, what happens to Earth?
The foundation has to be built on something. Even your father recognized that.